My name is Melissa Petito, and I am a personal chef, registered dietitian, cookbook author, and plant-based advocate. I'm here in Santa Barbara, California, and Lauren asked me to be a part of this to prioritize our self-care during this really intense time that we are all going through as a collective. And with COVID, with the way our world needs to change and how we cannot go back to a normal, we have to find this new normal. So kind of wanted to take you through a day of how I have been taking care of myself through food. I truly believe that food is medicine, and I really try to prioritize that when I'm stressed out, especially, but all the time. And I think that's really important for us to build up our immunity, not only during this time of isolation, but also as we're getting ready to venture back out into whatever that new normal looks like. So I prepped a little bit, but I just wanted to take you through how I have been eating during this quarantine time, and then how I will continue to eat afterwards as we start to go back out and be around more people, and kind of share some of my secrets and hopefully get you excited for some of these great plant-based recipes. And I'm going to send them along with this video so that Lauren can post those as well. So I'm going to start you off with my breakfast. Now I know breakfast is important, but I've never been a huge breakfast eater. I don't like to be that full in the morning, but I know, like I said, it's important. So I try every morning to have this amazing smoothie. Now it changes a lot, but I can tell you what my base is. And so I've already got it made in here, but I'm going to walk you through it. So at the bottom of the blender, I have a Vitamix. If you have a Ninja, Bullet, whatever, you just want a high-powered blender. And I start with cilantro. Cilantro is a natural antibiotic, and it's got a ton of other health properties. And so if I've got it in my fridge, I include it. I think it's a great addition. Some people hate the flavor. If you do, don't worry about it. Parsley is even a great addition. And then I've got spinach. If you've got kale, whatever dark leafy green you have, I'm gonna put that on the bottom. And then I add frozen banana. I've got some mango chunks, blueberry. I love to add in berries. They're really low sugar and tons of antioxidants. So add those in at will. And then here's where it gets fun. So since it's my breakfast, I add in a plant-based protein, and I happen to love a vanilla flavor. It just kind of adds a little bit of sweetness. And then here's where I love to have fun with this. So one of my cookbooks that I just wrote is an adaptogens cookbook. And adaptogens are getting a lot of buzz in the nutrition world right now. They are intelligent plants, is the best way I have found to describe them. And they have to have three baseline qualities. Number one is that they're non-toxic and beneficial and that they are beneficial for the body. Number two is that they lower the stress level of the human body. And number three is they do something else incredible. So you have probably seen a lot about reishi. Reishi gets a lot of buzz right now. So reishi is an adaptogen, and it's an incredible immunity support adaptogen. And it helps balance stress, which who doesn't need that in and out of this crazy time that we're in. So I add in some reishi mushroom, and yeah, it's like a teaspoon as a serving. And then lion's mane is one of my favorite adaptogens as well. Now this one's really great for nerve support and cognitive ability. So I think we could all use a little sharpness in our brain. So I add in some lion's mane. And then some dear friends of mine own this company, and it's so incredible. So Baobab is finally being recognized as an adaptogen. and it is just super high in vitamin C, which we all know we need right now. So they also are just this incredible company. It's wild crafted out of Ghana, ethically and sustainably sourced, and Kaibe, they do such a great job. And it's kind of fruity, so it goes great when adding to your smoothie, so I add that in as well. We all need vitamin C right now, we know that. And then coconut water, great for electrolyte balance. And then I love my almond cow over here. I just got it and I'm kind of obsessed, so fresh almond milk. And then blend that up, and that is my morning breakfast. My daughter loves it. She's 18 months and is obsessed with it too. So I try to get it in early, right? So that's breakfast. All right. So lunchtime comes a little early for me, and since that's probably about all I've had for breakfast after coffee. And so one of the things I've been loving right now, it's been really hot here, as you lovely ladies all know that own businesses here in Santa Barbara and around. And I've been loving these salad tacos. Now, you get your favorite tortilla. This happens to be one of mine. It's a corn and wheat tortilla, and I just really love how it holds together. Plus, it's a local company. So I'm gonna get my pan hot, do a skillet pan. I just have one over here because I'm gonna make a soup for you next. And then I've got stuff that I've had in my fridge that I would normally have as my meal prep, right? So I love roasting chickpeas. They get this really, really great crispy texture, so I'm gonna add some of those in. And then I've got some roasted Japanese yam, which I love. This would go great if you do eat fish. You could have a piece of seared tuna in here. I mean, honestly, it's just to kind of use up what is in that fridge. And I love salad so much, so salad taco is perfect for me. This is some fresh Bibb lettuce from my garden. And then I've got some Persian cucumber and some fresh grape tomatoes from my garden. They barely make it inside. I love to snack on those babies. So now, that's all there is to it. I'm gonna heat up my tortilla. Get that tortilla nice and warm. And then, this is where you get to have a little fun with whatever your favorite ingredients are. I'm plugging some products today. I love my local products, I really do. And this Solvang olive press just makes some incredible olive oils. This one happens to be the Tuscan herb, and then this one's my favorite, the grapefruit white balsamic vinegar. It's so good. So I'll just do a light toss on that. I love me some vinegar. And again, I've got my protein in here. I've got plenty of colors. I'm a real firm believer in eating really, really colorfully. I think it's important that each meal contains all the colors of the rainbow, and you know you're getting all of those antioxidants and health benefits from your meal. So I'm going to toss this up. And then I've got my warm tortilla. Now, I like to load it up. You can use more than one tortilla, but I go in with a fork first, eat it like a salad, and then come in after with the tortilla as a wrap. And so that's that one. It's really beautiful. Arugula is another great one for this. I just like to kind of chop it finely so that it is easy to eat and get in your mouth, because that's the point, right? So that would be a lunch, and I'd probably have 2 of those because they are so good. And then I'm not going to really do a dinner. I'm going to kind of do a soup that I have been making in all different ways through this quarantine. I find a soup is a really great way to get in a lot of the spices, a lot of just a ton of ingredients into one container so that I can either just sip it. I love a sipping soup. And what's really great about this one is that there's no right or wrong to what can go in it. I'm doing a green one today. I find its color just absolutely exquisite, but I've done a bright orange one before. I've done, well, you'll see what's gonna go in it, and then you can play around and add in whatever your favorites are. So I'm gonna start this soup with some coconut oil, and I chose coconut oil because it's a natural antimicrobial, antibacterial, and that's what we're going for today. Is health is food is medicine. So I wanted to make sure all of our ingredients going in just really had a purpose, and that's how I like to cook, is thoughtful food. So, like I said, this one's green. So I've got a lot of green stuff going on over here. So I'm going to start it off with some leek that I've just sliced. And then the other great thing about this is that it's going to get pureed, so your knife skills aren't really that important. I've got some chopped garlic. I love a lot of garlic. I've got some fresh ginger. Garlic and ginger are heating foods, and they are just really great for getting our insides moving, for having natural antimicrobial, antibacterial properties. So always a great thing to add in at the base of your soup, plus they taste great. We've got some celery. I think it gets overlooked, but I happen to love it. And then a chili pepper. Now chili peppers are so phenomenal for so many reasons. They are it's what's called capsaicin, and it's a natural vitamin C, but it's also heat building in the body, which we know is helps to burn up those pathogens that we want to get rid of, as well as speeds up the metabolism, so why not? So got some jalapeno in there, and then this is where the flavor in the soup is going to come from, so you really want to get it nice and caramelized. So it's going to go for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then turmeric. Turmeric gets so much great press, it really does. It's an incredible anti-inflammatory, and that's also what we want to be doing for our bodies right now, is keeping them, the inflammation low. Inflammation is the cause of so many diseases, and if we can combat it with a food that's a beautiful color and has a really interesting flavor, then I say go for it. Now turmeric has the curcumin in turmeric, which is the ingredient that actually is the health benefit, is activated by black pepper. So add in a little bit of black pepper. And then we're just going to toast this. We want that spice to get nice and toasted. Okay, so after that, here's where the fun part comes in. I'm going to turn off my heat because I've got one already made for you. But I've got baby spinach and kale. So that's going to go in. And then I've got broccoli. You could do zucchini. You could do whatever other green veggies you love, because this is our green soup. Now, we want those veggies to be crisp, tender. We don't want to lose the nutrition benefits of them. So all we're going to do now, the toasting of it was just the main part. It's a really quick soup. This is a homemade mushroom broth. I'm going to add that in. I chose mushroom broth because mushrooms contain selenium, which is an incredible antioxidant that helps build up our immunities right now. So it's a great thing to include mushrooms. And then as soon as that turns bright green and your broccoli is tender, we're going to turn it off. We're going to add in a full can of full fat coconut milk, some good fat, good for our brains. And then we we puree it. Now you could use a handheld puree mixer, or you could throw it back in your Vitamix, which is what I did. And is that not gorgeous? It's so pretty. So this is our green soup. I honestly would put this in a mug and sip it. I think it's just like a perfect sipping soup. If you did want it thicker, which some of my clients like it a little thicker, I add in a roasted Japanese yam, puree that up in there, and it gets a little creamier consistency. So that is my semi-day. It's kind of a half day in my food world, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to meeting you guys. Thanks so much. Bye.